Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie episode number 11 reaction. Alright, the previous episode we were at the school athletic festival and we get to see how Hachimitsu and you are not really that much good at these type of situations where you need to use a physical strength and not physical strength but you have to in this type of athletic stuff. Obviously Hachimitsu is like an Indosi type of a person, while Yu has his own problem of having bad luck and just tripping over like nothing. So these are the reasons why they're not that good at that. And they they decide to practice, and Hachimitsu decided to actually do some kind of give her all in the practice so that she is able to see everyone win, and she wants to see the happy smile in her friend's face as well. So both you and Hachimitsu practiced a lot, and in the relay race, Hachimitsu fell down, and that was like kind of like a little setback on the race, but she got up and tried her best after she realized that, yeah, I need to do this. And obviously you tried his best to kind of carry that on, he was almost tripping, but he just threw away his shoes and started running. And after that, obviously Shikimori and Inuzuka, both of them carried the whole race. Shikimori uh, covered the maximum distance very fast, while Inuzuka in the end was able to make the final stretch of that the final stretch of distance, and they were able to win. And yeah, so like that was the whole thing, and they won, and that was like Hachimitsu and you, both of them were very happy, and we can see a genuine smile in Hachimitsu's face. And yeah, that was how it ended. It was a nice wholesome episode. And yeah, so let's see what this episode brings. This is episode number 11. So yeah, let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles on the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. All right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Believe everyone. Wait, what? Oh, oh, God. He knew what was going to happen. He knew this could have happened. Just jumped in the bush. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. Wait, is this the past? Oh, I think this is the past. I was like, where's Shikimori? I'm not seeing her. This is the past, I think. Yeah. Okay, there you go. It's the past. Oh my God. Oh no. Yeah. What the hell? How? Okay. Damn. Oh boy. Oh my God. Hero. Okay. So wait, I'm guessing this is the previous school. Like, yeah, must be because in this school, like that everyone's there. Inuzuka's there. I feel like Inuzuka's the first one who became friends with him. I think so because by the way everything went, yeah, like Inuzuka was probably the first one who became his friend. Then came in Shikimori. Then came in, as far as I remember, then came in Hachimitsu and Nekozaki. Because yeah, in the flashback we saw Nekozaki and Hachimitsu saw Shikimori, and at that moment Shikimori and Yu was already interacting with each other, and Inuzuka was already with them. So that's how I think they met one by one. All right, let's begin. Yo, what's up with that face? They look so similar. Look at both their faces. Okay. Wait, is this also happening in the past or this is the present? No, this is the present. There you go. Yo. Ah, that's why she's shopping. All right. All right. Because uh, he doesn't. She doesn't have enough. Oh, that's why she's okay. What the hell? What type of a yo? What type of a CM is this? It's like, damn, they went all out. Oh. Yeah. That's the power of the CM. That's why she's trembling and buying dress and everything. Oh my god. Yo. Isn't this usually the reverse? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. God damn. Ah, okay, okay. Interesting. Okay, I never thought that's like his personality. Oh, oh, this is the past, I think. That's Shikimori, isn't it? Oh, okay. So they went to like a dojo? I'm better than you. Yo! God. Hmm. Yeah, alright. Wait, is that the mom? This is the first time we've seen her. Damn, that voice. Hmm. Damn. Her eyes. Hmm. Okay. What? What the hell is happening here? What's up with these kids? Yo. Well, these kids are gonna get beaten now. Oh boy. No. Interesting. That's a really nice looking umbrella, I have to say. uh, oh, she's fighting her brother. Okay. Damn. All right. True. Yeah. That's a really nice umbrella, I have to say. Yo, chill. No, like the color and everything. I like, what the hell? Am I weird? But I said like that's like a very good umbrella. Wait, what? Oh my god. Oh my god, her face. Oh wow, her brother. So her brother is like this type of like kind of like a. I'll talk about this later. Look who's saying. Ah, shoots. Yeah, that's true. Like we can see that she's trying to kind of imitate her brother, like, kind of trying to become better at it than him. And that's why her brother's like, don't try to, like, follow us. um okay. Oh, show the manga. Okay. So, okay, interesting. Wait, okay, I was going to say, like, she usually doesn't, like she said, she doesn't like these type, like, doesn't understand these type of things. So I was going to say maybe she'll not feel anything by reading the manga, but turns out maybe no. Okay. Oh boy. Oh. Oh, okay. Kanto Regional Karate Tournament. Oh, she's going to do something else now. Like her brother said, like, do what you want to. Yeah, there you go. That's why she started, like, her hair, like, like making her hair long. Losing weight. Hmm. There you go. So now, okay, so this is the school. Yep. Same school that you. Is that Izumi? Yeah. So this is how they meet. But who's that beside him? Can she? And he might be late. Yeah. Oh my god. Hmm. Yeah, like he always, like, gets subjected to these type of situations because of his luck. Oh my god. There you go. No problem. He's like, wow, this time no bad luck. And there's no. Yeah. He's surprised that she didn't get hurt. Okay. And in the same. Oh, this is a present, or the. No, this is a past. Wait, you forgot? Oh, they were going to give the oh yeah, okay, okay, makes sense. Hmm. Oh boy, they'll be in the same class. Hmm. Damn. All right. Oh, she's okay. Well, that's what's bothering. Like, okay. Tell me your name. Izumi. Oh my god. Oh, wow. Didn't buy anything. Oh, mental thing. Oh, what is that? Lips? Okay. Stronger? Ah. Hmm. Oh, she's very. Okay, so the. Oh, he brought it. Ah, that's when he got it. All right, here we go. Her voice. Whose voice is that? So familiar. All right, so I'm guessing the final episode, which will be the next one, um, is going to have the whole like an amusement park date. Okay. Wow, I love this episode because it kind of shows the past as to how they met, and not only that, they also showed how they lived their life before, when they were kids, and what they had to go through, all that stuff. Like I was really curious. Like we kind of got like a little bit of a explanation as to how they confessed to each other, but we did not know how they met each other and how they started liking each other. So I was quite curious about that. And there you go, we got our proper answer here. And there you go, that's it. All right, so that was episode number 11. And like I said, here we get a detailed backstory as to what, like, how they spend their lives before they met each other, their childhood, and also how they met each other and what happened. All that stuff we got in this episode. So we begin with a little recollection or a little flashback of Izumi, obviously being unlucky. And we see here, we can see the previous school that he went to, and we can see that he, like, goes to school. Obviously, like, he just tripped in the, like, in front of like a bicycle, and he almost, like, got run over. And then he goes to the infirmary. And then when they were playing basketball, his two friends, they're like, oh, like, dude, you're here, like, come on, join us. And he's like, it's okay, like, I got hurt. And here they start talking about the school trip and all that. And they're like, oh, like, you'll also join us, won't you? And Izumi obviously is concerned not about him, but about the people that he'll be inconveniencing. And that's why he's like, no, like, whenever I'm with people, like, like, bad things happen with them as well, so I should probably not be with you guys. They're like, nah, it's fine, like, like, obviously, like, who is even going to, like, make that an issue? Like, nobody, like, cares about these type of things, like, like luck and all that stuff. Like, they're probably, like, they were probably thinking that, like, everyone's unlucky and lucky now and then, it wouldn't matter. But obviously Izumi knows better. Izumi knows what happens and how really bad his luck is, and it's like an actual issue. Not only him, but people with him are also kind of inconvenienced. So at first he was kind of happy. He was like, okay, like, you know what, let's try again. Let's try to, like, like, go with them, and let's see if everything is fine this time. Turns out it was not okay, because, like, when they were walking, a huge teddy bear comes and falls on one of the guy's head, and he realizes that, oh boy, if this was not a teddy bear, if this was something else, then what would have happened? And he decided to not go to school on that day, because obviously if he went to school, like, like, his friends would be like, oh, come, like, join us, no problem, and then it would become a problem later on. And even if he does not go with his friends group, the teacher would automatically assign him to some other group or something, and that group will, like, bad stuff was going to happen. He knows what's going to happen, like that. And that's why he's like, oh my god, like, yeah, I cannot go today. And he skipped at that moment. And here we see him going to the like, shrine and praying to god that, like, like I understand, like, like, I'm probably not going to get lucky anytime soon, so at least give me the courage and endurance to endure all of this. And which, if you think about it, his wish did come true. He did get something which helped him, you know which made it easier for him to endure things. I'm not talking about Shikimori. I'm talking about everyone, all the friends that he got. Not only Shikimori, but each and every character that interacts with him, like Inuzuka, Nekozaki, and Hachimitsu, all of them. Obviously, and Kamiya as well, Kamiya, Shikimori, all of them. They, each and every one of them, are all, like, the reason why he is able to endure all of this with a happy face, because he knows that there are people who are behind my back and who's going to help me out and who will be with me even though I have this type of a situation going on with me. And obviously Shikimori is at the top of that list, but his friends are also there with him. And if you think about it, he got like, that's probably God's way of actually making his wish come true, by obviously not making him more stronger, or like, like not making him physically endure stuff, but actually giving him people who he could share the stuff with and talk with, and which will help him, like, with his mental burden of this situation. So there you go. And okay, that was that. Now we are back at the present, and we see Shikimori and her brother. I think his name is Fuji, I think. uh, Both of them go to like shopping, and Shikimori is mainly here to buy some clothing for her upcoming date, which Izumi decided to go, and she's here trying to like, dress properly. And we get a little recollection here where we can see Izumi is like, oh, we're not like, alone together like, recently, so let's go somewhere, both of us together. And she actually like, gives shows her the amusement park CM, and that CM was crazy. They have like special effects, all that stuff in that CM. And seeing that, like, especially like, the kissing scene, seeing that, Shikimori is like, oh my god, like, yeah, this is some serious stuff. Okay, I'm ready. I'm going to like, I'm definitely going to go. And he very easily accepts, and that's why she's here, trying to like, buy clothes, and to like, like to dress up and like, go nicely. So back to the present, and we see Fuji being picked, like, trying like, to get picked up by two girls. which is so which is so crazy, because most of the times the reverse happens. Like, usually the girl is like all alone, and like, like two boys, random boys, with like a, I don't know, like a very flashy t-shirt comes up, and they're like, hey, you're alone, want to go somewhere, like, that's the typical thing that we see in anime happening. And it was actually the reverse here. And Fuji's just there, like, don't know what to say, just. And Shikimori comes in, and Shikimori's like, yeah, let's go, no problem. And here we get like a little extra information that Fuji is actually very shy among strangers, which is something that I definitely did not expect. And obviously Shikimori herself says that she's like, like, like looking at you and the way you talk, no one would ever be able to believe that you're actually shy among strangers. I myself was actually surprised, because the way he, the way he talks, like, that way he talks, and the way he dresses up, the way he is, it screams like, oh, he's a person who's very confident and very among strangers, and that type of a thing. So him being actually shy, I was like, okay, that caught me off guard. So there you go. And here we kind of recall, like, Shikimori recalls the past, where we see her going to the dojo with her brother. And here we can see a very because this one thing we can see here, which obviously her brother also realized, that Shikimori is trying to follow and like, imitate what her brother and her mom does. So like, in this situation, she went to the dojo because her brother went there, and she wanted to be better at the like, at karate, because her brother is good at it, the best at it. So like, this thing, she's trying to follow the path that, like, her brother or her mother is following, and she's just trying to follow it without thinking of what she would like to do. So this is the thing, which obviously her brother actually tells her later on, that you should follow your own path, not only because I'm doing this you're doing it, not that type of thing, do what you want to do. And yeah, that's something. And we can see like, her, and this is the first time we see her mom. And okay, wait a minute, her mom, where have I heard the voice? You know what, let me check out the voice actors. Oh god, I feel like I've heard that voice. Romy Park, is that the name? Yeah, okay. Oh, they okay. Tauren, probably from definitely from yeah, yeah. Tauren from Shaman King. Yep. Hitsugaya. Oh my god. I was like, where have I heard the voice? If you guys don't know, I'm rewatching Bleach again. Because I want to be back, up to date with when it's going to come out. Hitsugaya. Oh, okay. Yep. There you go. Edward Elric. All right. All right. Yeah, Edward Elric. What else? Few others, I think, as well. Any recent show? Let's see. Um, Emma. Oh, from Garo. Yeah. Okay. There you go. I was like, I have heard this voice so many times. Where have I heard it? Emma Guzman from Garo. Okay. There you go. So yeah, we meet her mother for the first time, and you know what? I had this weird misconception that she and her mom has like a bad relationship or something, because the way she kind of talked about her very skeptically in multiple situations. Turns out they have a okay relationship. Like her mom cares about her. She also is like trying to follow her mother's footsteps. We can see. And yeah, like I don't think there's like any kind of bad. Oh, I remember like her kind of saying something like like mom doesn't cook or something like that, like we don't eat a home cooked meal because my mom doesn't cook. At that moment I think I kind of took it in a like in a different way. I thought her mom doesn't have enough time and doesn't cook. That's why probably I kind of made like and jumped into conclusions. I thought that, oh, maybe her mom is like doesn't have a good relationship with her, or she like something like that, or usually the parent child problems that they have, that type of a thing, I thought. Turns out her mom literally cannot cook properly. She's like burnt out the burn the fish and everything. So that's why she said like mom doesn't cook because she cannot cook properly. Like like she can cook, but she usually messes things up, I think. That's why. All right, that makes so much more sense. Like I jumped into conclusions that they have like a bad relationship because of that conversation in the previous one of the previous episodes. But turns out her mom actually cannot cook properly. A few of the dishes most probably, because we can see like she made a few other stuff, like a salad dressing and stuff I can see in the table. She only burnt the fish, so I'm guessing all the other stuff she can do properly. So there you go. That's why she's not good at like like meals and stuff. That's why she said that particular sentence in one of the previous episodes, that mom doesn't cook or we don't have home cooked meals. That time, like the way she said in that episode was so misleading. I think she said something like we don't have home cooked meals, which is so misleading. I actually thought that they have like a bad relationship. No, like she respects and loves her mom. Her mom also cares about her. So no misunderstanding, no such thing going on here. There you go. Right, so we see her mom here, and she kind of asks her like, oh, like like what are you doing, like you're doing karate and all. And Shikimori is like, yeah, and she says like, okay, like it's unusual for you to start on something. Fuji must be rubbing off on you. And she's like yeah, do your best. And Shikimori here kind of says that I actually have made friends here, and it makes me happy to make see people happy. That's why I'm doing it. And I guess that was the main reason. Even after why, like after her brother stopped going to karate, she continued it because she wanted to make she wanted to stop at like some point. And obviously she was happy with her friends in the karate and everything. Okay, so that was that. Now we get to see a little bit of her school life, where obviously like kids, like boys, they try to like bully like one of the girls, and she stands up for her. And like the boys like scare them off. And yeah, like her, even her school life, it was like like her protecting others and everything. And like that type of a situation. And and we see like her continuing the fight. And here we can see properly like in the dojo, like when they were doing karate, her and her brother is so good at it, like he's like he can like do it so well. Like Shikimori herself is one of the best, and her brother is even better than her, like one of the best. So we can see obviously she got frustrated that like her brother won against her, and her brother was like, oh, you're like you don't want to lose, don't you? You're a so loser. And like another interesting point here, you can see when her brother says like, oh, that's an unusual umbrella that you're carrying, and she says that this part, they're popular, so I just thought, why not? Here, emphasis on this line. We can see why her brother said that try to do what you want to, because this line again proves that she is someone who tries to do something after seeing if it's popular or not. Like, like the umbrella is popular, she's like, oh, let me buy it. Her brother is doing karate, she's like, oh, let me do karate. Her mother is probably doing something, she's probably like, oh, let me try to do that. She follows stuff. It's not as if she likes to do it, that's why she's doing it. The umbrella, it's not that she likes the design, that's why she bought it because it's popular. Like this part again, and now that I'm properly watching this scene again, this part again shows how she is someone who didn't do stuff because she herself liked it. She did stuff because someone else did it, and they are like like she just followed them. She had that type of a personality. And her brother suddenly says like, I'm going to quit karate. And Shikimori is like, wait, what? Why are you like you just won the last tournament? And he's like, I'm bored. And here we can see her brother is not doing because he is good at it, or he wants to do it, or he's like like he's going to go to the nationals, this and that. That is not making him do the karate. He liked it up until now, that's why he was doing it. Now he doesn't like it, he's bored of it, he's like, oh, I'm not doing it. That type of a thing. So this is like the main difference between Shikimori and Fuji. Her brother does stuff which he's very like he wants to and he likes to, and Shikimori is completely the opposite. She does something because someone else is doing it, and she wants also to do that. I have to say here, however, like it's like just like how Shikimori completely like basing everything on someone else's choices. That is wrong in a own way. Obviously, she should do something that she wants to do. At the same time, Fuji's attitude is also a little bit like at certain situations it is a little bit excessive. It might be like I'm saying, like he we can see that he does stuff that he likes to do. That's why he was like, oh, karate tournament, I don't like it, bored, not going to do it, even though I am like qualified enough to be at the nationals. Like this is fine, but I'm pretty sure like like I don't know, I'm trying to judge him based on this whole situation. But maybe like if like we have to think of this type of a personality, how much like how much percentage this type of like a situation is like, if in a very important situation, if he like if this type of a thing comes up and he's like, oh, I'm not going to do this because I don't want to and I'm not having fun with it, obviously that'll be wrong at that situation. And I'm talking about really serious situation. Like I said, I don't know what he's going to do there, that situation, and I'm just trying to like judge this based on this particular scene. But yeah, like like if he's that type of a person who is very like like, oh, I am not liking it, I'm not going to do that, like even if it's very important, if he's that type of a person, then that's a little bit I have to say a little bit, I don't know, concerning, like not concerning, but it's a little bit different. I don't know if I'm properly able to explain this part. Oh my god, I'm fumbling my words here. Like him, he likes to do things which he wants to do. That's why he does it. When he feels like, oh, I'm not having fun with it or I'm bored with it, he stops doing it, which is all well and good. But I'm talking about actual serious situations here where you need to do something even if you're not enjoying it. That type of a situation I'm talking about. I do wonder what he is going to do at that type of a situation. If he actually is like oh, this is important, but I'm not liking this, so I'm not going to do it. If he said like that, obviously that's wrong. But I don't know about that. You know, I don't know about that. Like, it could very easily be that he himself realizes the importance of a certain situation, and even if he's not having fun with it or having, like, like enjoying it, he might do it either way. If that's the case, then it's all well and good. But that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to, like, bring the extremes here. I don't know what his character is like, especially in those type of situations, but I'm, like, kind of trying to bring the extremes here, the extremes of his personality and the extremes of Shikimori's personality. Like, Shikimori's extreme is that she does whatever the hell someone else does, even though she herself has no particular fondness to it. That was Shikimori's extreme, while his extreme is probably like, oh, I'm not having fun with it, yeah, I'm not going to do it. That type of a thing. Because actually, like, just being like, oh, nationals, I don't care, I'm not having fun with it, so I'll stop karate. That kind of shows that, yeah, he has that type of personality. But like I said, again, I'm bringing out the extremes here. I don't even know what he's going to do in actual situations, which are actually important. So this is just based on guesswork. So I might be completely off the mark here. But either way, like, I'm pretty sure he himself has enough, like, understanding in the situation to actually judge whether you should do something, like, based on his preference, whether a thing is important or not, to actually do it even though you don't like it. That type of a thing. Anyways, I completely fumbled my words in this part. I don't know why, but what I was trying to say, it wasn't coming out. But I feel like, yeah, like, I hope I was able to make you understand what I'm trying to say. Anyways, enough about this part. Oh god. So her brother is like, I'm going to quit karate, like, he's like, and then he kind of gives her the advice that try to do something that you yourself want to do. Don't try to be like me or mom, don't try to just chase our path. Do what you want to do what you enjoy. And here is where it hits Shikimori. And and here again we get another instance of this part where, we can see that she never really tried to do stuff that other people told her to do, which she felt is not important. I think she never gave it a chance. That's why when her friend comes in, she's like, oh, you want to read manga? She's like, oh no, I'm not that interested. But then when she sees her friend was like depressed and everything, she's like, okay, I might read it, give me the, like, like, give me some recommendations. And she probably gave her the recommendations after that. Like, this part, if you want to find what you really like, you need to try out stuff. Like, who knows, maybe you'll suddenly like something which you never thought you would. Like, like, when but I do remember, like, a time when I used to, like, obviously watch cartoons and stuff, and like Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes, those shows that we used to have, the Roadrunner show, all these shows that we used to have when I was a kid. I used to watch them and I was like, oh my god, this is so good. And then, like, those, the kind of television channels came in where anime used to play out. I was like, oh, these shows, I hate them. I hate them. The animes that used to come out, I was like, I would probably never in my life watch anime. I never really watched anime. I just thought I would not like anime, just assume that I would not like anime at that age. Obviously after that, like, in a few years later, I kind of started watching, remember, I think it was Naruto. Yeah, Naruto. And I was like, damn, this is good. Like, what was I even saying? And now look at me. Like, like so there you go. Like I said, you need to try stuff. You need to try stuff if you want to understand whether you like something or not. Unless and until you try something, you won't be able to understand if it's something that you want to, like, continue doing or not. And just like that here, Shikimori never used to try out stuff. All she did was just follow her brother and mother, what they did. And so here she actually tries out something new, which is manga. And like I said, in this part, it kind of, again, like, like, kind of changed my, the thing that I thought was going to happen did not happen, because I do remember her saying that I don't understand stuff about love. So I was actually thinking, after reading the shoujo manga that she was reading, she wouldn't actually feel anything. No, the reverse happened. She was very like, like she felt everything, and she was just like, blushing and everything. And she's like, oh my god, I want something like this in my life, this type of a situation where I fall in love with someone, like they're nice, kind, helpful, that type of a situation, like a shoujo manga type of a situation. I want that happening. Like I said, I did not expect that, and she also did not expect that. If she did not read the manga, if she did not try out a new thing, she wouldn't even realize that. And there you go. It's like trying out new things, she realized what she actually wants. That's why after that, when she goes to karate tournament, she's like going to go to the nationals, everyone's happy, and she's like, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm going to I'm going to focus on something else. And after that, we see her like, kind of like, just making her hair longer, kind of growing out her hair. And not only that, like, trying out different makeups and all that stuff, dressing up and everything, putting contact lenses, dieting and all these things she was doing. And she wants to be a nice and cute lady. And that was like her, like, things that she wanted to do for herself from her own heart. And then we get to see her going to the new school where she's going to meet Izumi. Meets Izumi in front of a tree. His exam ticket went away on top of a tree, and obviously not enough time for the person to go and bring a step ladder and go and take it out. So obviously Shikimori, being the person she is, like a helpful person, she's like, all right, you know what, let me grab that. And here she's like, thinking like, oh my god, my high school debut, I was going to be a nice, like, kind, pretty lady. But it all went down, like, the drain, because I'm going to climb this tree up and get it now. Obviously Izumi has having his own problem. He's thinking like, if something's going to happen to Shikimori, and because he's unlucky, he's kind of fearing that. So he warns her. He's like, no, don't do that, you might fall. But Shikimori's like, nah, it's fine. He goes up, grabs it, and comes down. Like, both of them are thinking of something completely different. Izumi was thinking about what's going to happen if she falls down, because he's unlucky. And like, and Shikimori was thinking that, oh my god, like, this boy, he saw what I did here. Like, my high school debut is completely gone. And but by the end, she grabs the exam ticket and gives it to him. And there you go. After a few months later, I think the results come out, and Shikimori meets Izumi again. And here's Shikimori's like, oh my god, like, she met him, and she's like, yep, like, my reputation is gone, my image is gone in front of him. He's probably weirded out and all, but obviously Izumi is thinking completely different. He talks about how he's unlucky, talks about how he feared that something is going to happen to Shikimori, and that's why he's like, I'm so glad that you're all right, nothing happened to you, and gives her the smile. And here Shikimori is like, how can he make that face in front of me, who, you know like, who did something so uncute in that moment. And that's when she probably starts liking him. And she just grabs him, and she's like, tell me your name. And yeah, that's the end of the recollection of the flashback. And again, we can see here how she, like, like, she never expected, something to go in that way, because she had this type of a scenario that, oh, I should be prim, proper, nice, cute, pretty, that's how I'm going to make a high school debut. And actually exposing her, like, like, that part of herself in front of Izumi, she was so afraid that she was like, oh my god, it's gone now. Like, she probably thinks that I'm like a boorish tomboy, that type of a thing she thought. But obviously Izumi doesn't care. Izumi is like, no, I'm glad that you're fine. And that kind of, like, she realized that, oh yeah, you know this is that, probably that person that I was waiting for, or something like that. So there you go. And after that, we see, we're back to the present, and we see Shikimori and Fuji in the department store. Shikimori, like, sees like a lip balm, and she's like, kind of like, she wants to get that, but she's like, nah. And here we see Fuji trying, like, getting it, and Fuji again kind of gets a little recollection. He thinks about the day when Shikimori actually asked him that, oh, can I go with you to the dojo, followed him. And he thinks that, all right, like this time I can see that Shikimori, she's actually doing something that she wants to. She's not following something. She found something that she herself wants to genuinely pursue and go forward with. So yeah, and later on we see her, he brought the lip balm for her, secretly. And Shikimori got it. And next day Shikimori put on the lip balm, put on some makeup, got the new dress, and got the coat from her mom, and there you go, she's ready for the amusement park date. That's where it ends. Amazing episode. We did get to see a lot about the past and everything, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I always wanted to see, we can kind of get to know how they met, and there you go, I got my answer. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. This is my reaction to Shikimori It's Not Just a Cutie episode number 11. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. That's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with the final episode of Shikimori It's Not Just a Cutie. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.